Okay, calculus. I'm going to try something new by doing these problems that I'm assigning to you and videotaping it and putting it on the website or on YouTube, wherever it ends up. And hopefully this will help you kind of see how to work through these problems. And by allowing you to pause it and rewind it and look at what's written, maybe that will help out. I would appreciate hearing any feedback that you have on this process, because I'm sort of making this up as I go, and maybe there's a better way to do this. But if this is beneficial to you at all, let me know. Okay, so we are on page 153, and this is number 1, and the question is, find the derivative of the sine of 3x plus 1. Okay. And they say u should be 3x plus 1. Well, what they're calling u is also what we've been calling g. And as a matter of fact, in the book, they call it g as well, and then they just use u synonymously with g. Personally, I find that a little confusing. Pick a letter and stick with it for the most part, although we're going to do plenty of bouncing around on letters, so I guess I shouldn't say that. And also, it's just a letter. It doesn't make any difference whether we use U or G or anything else. There's no meaning behind it. So as long as we understand that what they're calling U is the same thing as what we've been calling G, then we're all fine. So no big deal. Okay, so if they're saying G is 3x plus 1, then I'm going to do what we've been doing for our chain rule, because this is a chain rule problem. Write down F and G and F prime and G prime. If G is 3x plus 1, which is what the book is telling us to use, then F must be the outside function, which is to take the sine of 3x plus 1. So the sine part is F. The inside, 3x plus 1, is G. Well, these are ones that we have nice, easy rules for, and so we can find F prime and G prime. Our rule says that the derivative of sine of x is cosine of x. And our rule says that the derivative of 3x plus 1 is 3 times the derivative of x, which is 1, plus the derivative of 1 is 0, so I'm not even going to bother writing it. It's just 3. And then the chain rule says that our derivative is f prime of g, so that's going to be the cosine of, but then we plug g in where x goes, so the cosine of 3x plus 1 times g prime, so times 3. And if you look in the back of the book, I'm sure, I guess I haven't looked, but I'm just sure that they're going to write that 3 out front, because that's the way we normally would write it. But as I've said many times in class, you don't have to write it like that. You want to leave it like this, cosine of 3x plus 1 times 3. That's just fine. Just make sure you put your parentheses on what's inside the cosine. Okay, that was problem number 1. I think I'm going to start a new file for each program, so we will stop